Okay. All right. It looks as if we are online. That's nice. Well, hello YouTubers, and welcome to this live stream, whoever might check this out. This is just testing the live streaming feature. I've never done that before, and not that easy, not that simple to actually. You need some. I'm trying this program. What's it called again? It's called XSplit Broadcaster, and well, now it seems to be actually working. So, but it looks like very laggy video. It's like, but it's probably because I use the free option. It says 30 FPS here, but it doesn't look like 30 FPS when I'm checking this, checking my webcam here. But never mind. Never mind. Going to try to test the live chat by saying hello there. There, that's me. Yes, the live chat seems to be working too. It says that 3 people are watching. I'm not sure if that's correct, and probably it's me watching myself 3 times all over, because I've been starting over this broadcaster so many times now, so not really sure. Oh, Jörgen, somebody's watching. Jörgen in Sundsvall is watching this live stream. That's a good start. I didn't know that. Well, then I know that this is actually working. That's good. That's good. How's the weather in Sundsvall? I'm going to try to do another thing here too, because I'm going to show some records that I bought, or rather I'm going to show some 78 RPMs that I bought before some days ago. I haven't bought any 78 for quite some time, but I thought, well, why not? And I went out to Myrorna at Utah, and they had some nice titles, particularly in quite titles that were in very good condition. So I thought, well, why not? So I'm going to try to connect another camera here, and hand cam, to show the labels. So let's see if this works, or if it doesn't. This will be interesting. Yay! There we are. This is one record that I bought. It's Flowers Means Forgiveness, and You Will Get Yours. Zoom there, or Focus rather, by Frank Sinatra. I'm not really a Frank Sinatra fan, but it was very nice. 5 Swedish crowns, like I don't know, what is that, 50 cents, something like that, from 1956, in very good condition. Another Capitol record from 1956, late 78. Well, let's see if we can get rid of the glare there from there. Don Robertson, The Happy Whistler. Oops. don't want to unplug anything here. And You're Free to Go, Don Robertson with Lou Dinning, and instrumental accompaniment. Here we have a Swedish legendary singer of Swedish folk songs, Margareta Kjellberg, singing two songs by the Swedish poet and songwriter, and if you want to be a gentle singer, Eva Taube, and this is Pierina and Skärgårdsfrun, and it's a record from 1955 on Decca, as you can see. It says, according to the Swedish media database, it was recorded in Karlaplan studio at Östermalm in January 22nd, 1955, and it was printed in 200 copies. No, 2,000 copies. Sorry. Okay, let's get the right here. I'm quite fond of Ulf Peder Ulrog, so I was happy when I found this 78 on Odeon from May 1946. Nonna Hall with Einar Groth's orchestra singing Gökuret, the cuckoo clock, and I Sparta och I Thebe. Focus there. This works quite fine with two cams like this. I see some, yeah. We had this is a British HMV, Deeper in the Heart of Texas by Joe Laws, and How Green Was My Valley. Joe Laws and his orchestra. Mainly bought it because it was in great shape. Then we have Swedish actor legend Gösta Ekman, the old one, and this is this is a recording. One of his, he didn't make that many recordings. He really didn't know how to sing, to be quite honest. He more like spoke the lyrics. Kvinnor och champagne, which is song, well, it says on the label that it was written by Sigge Wolf, and he was one of the very popular Swedish entertainers the years around 1890. This recording, or this record, is from January 1929. And Isabella, that's Daisy Bell, the Swedish version of Daisy Bell, which is a famous song. Alright, what else? Well, we've got Dark Moon by Rico's Creole Band on HMV, as you can see. And the more famous Carioca by Harry, is it Bosnick or Sosnick? I can't really read it. Bosnick sounds more right. Focus. Yeah. Looks like Sosnick, yeah. And his Edgewater Beach Hotel Orchestra. All of these are in great shape, I have to say that. And then I have a thing for German tango recordings from the 1920s and early 30s. This is O Donna Clara by Marek Weber and Sein Orchestra. And funny thing that I think the former owner has written his name here. Oh, I don't know why there are these stripes going over the screen like this. Okay, focus. Nope, doesn't want to do that. Never mind. And on the other side, auf eine kleine Bank im Park. I don't know when this was recorded, but I would guess late 20s, early 30s. Another Marek Weber, and listen again to my wonderful German here. I have to see what it says here. Ja, so ein Mädel, ungarisches Mädel. From Victoria und ihr Husar. That's operetta by Paul Abraham. And Good Night from the same operetta. Alright. Mr. Sandman, The Four Aces. And I'll Be With You in Apple Blossom Time, The Four Aces. Mainly bought that because I like the song. It doesn't have anything to do with 1920s. Right, then I found some nice sorry. Then I found some nice titles by the orchestra leader Dajos Bela. Most of them are from the late 1920s, or all of them are from the late 1920s. This is Regnbågen. It's a recording from December 1928. And on the other side we have the Foxtrot. Pretty Flirt, like that. Du får inte leka på våran gård. This is a recording from December 1927. Se i mitt öga får du svar. All these are in very great shape. This was a bit not as good, but still quite. Oh, I think I have to take it out of the sleeve to really show what it looks like. Oh, Husbondens röst. Oh, haven't heard from you for a long time. In Finland. Here we have Gabriele Formigini. This is one step called Valencia, and Valentine. I like this label a lot. Not sure when it's from. I think it is an early electric recording on the Vox label. My guess would be 1927, but that is a pure guess. Okay. I don't know if August Wickman is watching this, but he always talks about me. He wants me to play or show Ernst Rolf records because he's a great fan of Ernst Rolf. I found an Ernst Rolf here. Potpourri of Rolf Melier, 1908 to 1928. And as you may be able to see, I don't know if you can see, but it's not on the dark blue label. It's on the light blue label. It has the SA prefix. If it just wants to focus. It would focus better if I were steadier on my hand, of course. SA, that means special artist, unless I'm mistaken. So this must be a bit of a later pressing, because I've seen this record on the dark blue, almost black label. All the 5 rows, good to see you too. Welcome. I'm just showing some really old records here that I found, just as a testing the live stream feature now when I finally made it work. And this must be a later pressing, maybe from 1931 or 1932. Can't really show in this light how light blue it is, but I think you can. I have to find out why I see these This must be something with a camera setting on my hand cam that makes these lines go over. Probably it's, you know, with 60 megahertz or 50 megahertz. Anyway, this is I would guess this is a pressing from 1931, maybe from 1932, because I think that's when Odeon started using these light blue labels for some of their best, most popular artists. I think Sara Leander and Sven-Olof Sandberg also used this special artist label. Yeah, good. Then we could use these more often. Sometimes when I show the LPs as well, maybe. Okay, here's another lovely Dios Bela. Let's listen to my wonderful German again. I think the funny thing is it's handwritten on some of the labels. I think it looks like Jacobsen, so, but more like Danish spelling Jacobsen. Not sure. So maybe some other guy who likes these kinds of records with my name have been previous owners. Okay, dans du auch so gern wie ich. Jawohl. And on the flip side, oh, that was probably the flip side, because this is a more famous tango. Es war einmal ein Musikus. And I think that would be around from 1929, 1930, perhaps. I haven't been able to find a recording date, but I've seen other recordings of that particular tune before. Pardon me while I place it in its sleeve. And another Dios Bela from 1927. Ça c'est Paris, Spanish One Step aus Mistinguett, and Alaska, Foxtrot by Vincent Scotto. Oh, not watching where I'm aiming my can there. There. I remember when I started looking for 78 RPMs, before I really knew what I liked, I thought that, I found more and more of these 78 with Dios Bela, and I thought, well, not that interesting. But now when I get older, I get more fond of Berlin recordings from the late 20s. These audiophiles, these were found at a store where they sell old stuff, and the money goes to charity shop called Myrorna. There are lots of Myrorna stores in Sweden, and this is situated out at an area called Hjorthagen. If you're familiar with the Stockholm subway system, it's very close to Ropsten in the north. It's one of the better Myrorna in Stockholm. Okay, here's a newer record. I'm very happy I found this. It's Les Paul and Mary Ford, Goodbye My Love, and Hummingbird, because I'm a bit of a home recording guy myself, enjoying listening to these or enjoying making these multi-track recordings. Of course, I have a special love to Les Paul because he's the one who started it all with multi-track recordings. So this is of course later, it's from 1950s. Yeah, and most Swedish artists made their recordings in Berlin, or at least at the late 20s. It was where Odeon made most of the recordings, and Odeon was together with the gramophone company, or HMV, his master's voice, the most successful Swedish record company of the late 1920s. Then in the early 30s, we got the Swedish label Sonora that took over a major part of the Swedish market. And funny thing, the next record in my pile is a Sonora. It's this is from 1938. It's Håkan von Eichwald's orchestra, Whispering, a famous song, most famous with Paul Whiteman, right? Paul Whiteman. And on the flip side, we have Donkey Serenade, foxtrot from the movie Senorita, Håkan von Eichwald's orchestra, vocals by Björn Forsell. Also in very good condition. I need a bit of drink water here, I think. Cheers. It looks very laggy though. It just when I move it move like a robot like this. It doesn't really have a great flow, but you can at least hear me, so that's good. Right, the final record, no, the second final record is another Dajo Spela. This must be from the, well, what could it be? Early 30s or late 20s. Wenn der weiße Flieder blüht, Slowfox aus der, what does it say? Revue, Donnerwetter, 1000 Frauen. Yeah. Wenn der weiße Flieder blüht. And Komm, fahr mit mir. One step. As you may see, I look mainly for one steps and foxtrots and tangos. I'm not too interested in waltzes, so it is. I mean, my movement isn't twitchy at all. It's not like, because when I watch it here, it looks very. Yeah, I can show you what it looks like. There I am. Look. Okay, never mind. So that's a nice one. And yeah, I'm going to show you the last one because it was so odd. I had no idea what it was and what to expect from it. Oh, I think I can remove this one now. There. I'll show you like this instead. ITK, stenography. So it's shorthand writing, and it's a record from a course. These records are parts of ITK's course in stenography, but can be used for those who are learning stenography at another institute or school. And I think, okay, stenography, teaching on records. Well, why not? Because of stenography is all about managing to write what people say, and this record contains two texts that are read. The first one is read with a speed of 100 syllables per minute, and when you listen to it, it sounds very weird, like someone is talking a bit too slow, really. And on the other side we have speed 125 syllables per minute, and it still sounds very stilted when they are reading this text that you're supposed to practice stenography. I don't know how much stenography is used today. Many years ago people used stenography to be able to well, if they were secretary, they must know how to use stenography. But I don't know. Maybe in court it is used today, at least in some countries. But this is not a record that I'm going to keep. But I was just a bit curious about it to see how did they practice stenography. And now I know. And now I know it's not a great, interesting record to listen to. But I'll listen to it once. Right. Okay, I think that's about it this time, and I'm going to end the stream. Thank you very much, those of you who have been following me. Thank you for your comments in the live chat. Husbondens röst, Audiophile Laos, and Jörgen S. Thank you. Always great to hear from you, and good night to you too. And bye for now. Let's see if I can switch this off. Bye bye, and thanks for watching.